Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in rockin Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to go to black-cat-comics.com and pick up something fun to read. This week is packed with stuff that's fun to read. Pretty small week for the DC guys, but lots of great stuff. Some books you've been waiting for, like Dark Knight Death Metal, Robin King. Robin King is one of the biggest, hottest characters in comics these days. Everybody buying up anything with that guy on the cover, so I know everyone's been waiting for these one-shots, loving everything Dark Knight Death Metal. It's wacky, it's out there, it's super dark just in time for Halloween, but tons and tons of fun and a great read. So like I say, I know you all have been waiting for that Robin King one, and there it is. And Justice League 55 is your other Dark Knight Death Metal book of the week. Justice League is a book you should have on your list and in your stack anyway. All along I've been talking up this book. It's been a really great run for Justice League. All your top characters, top heroes, top villains. And now the art's done by Liam Sharp, who's one of my favorite artists working right now. So if for some reason Justice League's not on your list, grab 54, this week's 55. You will not be disappointed. Batman number 101. First issue after the big conclusion to all the Joker War stuff. This is obviously one of the biggest books in comics. Doesn't need a whole lot of help from me. But if you're one of those folks that drops things after the big ending issue, you're going to want to keep reading Batman, because Tynion's doing a great job with that run. But just because Joker War is over in Batman, still got a couple of Joker War books to talk about. Nightwing 75, big supersized anniversary issue. One of my favorite titles, one of my favorite Bat characters. This one is another one that should totally be on your list, and should stay on your list after all of this Joker War stuff, much like Catwoman. Another one of my favorite titles, another one of my favorite Bat characters. Another very solid book, and has been from the beginning of this launch. Again, if you're one of those folks who just put Catwoman on their list for the Joker War stuff, you're going to want to keep this one around, because like I say, great stories and great art is what makes good comics. Speaking of great comics, Batman White Knight, Harley Quinn. Another book you've been waiting for. This White Knight stuff has been red hot. I think it's surprised everybody how popular the first arc was. The second one was even bigger, and now of course this one will probably be even bigger because it says Harley on it really big. Everybody loving Harley, everybody loving this White Knight stuff. If you don't know much about this, pick up the first trade paperback or just jump into this first issue, because it's their job to catch you up. Aquaman number 64. Another great title. One of the books that might be flying under your radar, but it's been really solid, and it has been really good for a long time. So if you're looking for something new, something different, pick up an issue of Aquaman. And Teen Titans rounds out your DC stuff this week. Fun stuff there. Cool Super Sons issue. Great week for the Marvel guys. Big old chunky week for the Marvel stuff. Let's talk some X-Men X of Swords. This is X of Swords Part 9. It's one of those big events. 22 parts in this, crossing over into all the different X books. Been saying what a great time it is to be an X-Men fan. If you haven't been checking out an X-Men book for a while, go along for the ride with this X of Swords stuff. If you are following an X-Men book, you're going to want to pick up all the other ones too. It's crossing over through all the different series to give you a little taste of what all the little different books are like Excalibur, one of the better books in the run, or of course X-Men 13, the core title, the main book in the run. Again, been really super popular. All the X fans coming back to the X books, new fans coming into the X books. Hickman's doing a great job with all this. And super fast, just had to show you the Alex Ross timeless cover to X-Men 13, because Cyclops is my favorite X-Man. Might be your favorite X-Man too. These Alex Ross timeless covers are gorgeous, like everything Alex Ross does. There's 3 or 4 of them about every week. This one, there's the Nightcrawler one for Excalibur this week. There's a Fantastic Four one you're going to want to be on the lookout for. Great stuff. Everybody loves some Alex Ross. And Juggernaut number 2 is your last X book for the week. I really enjoyed Juggernaut number 1, and anytime you can watch old Juggy take on the Hulk, that's a fun read, so make sure number 2 makes it into your stack. Fantastic Four number 25. Another big chunky anniversary issue, like all those 25s are. Love me this title. You can read more about this one in the newsletter. All kinds of big things going on in this particular issue. There's been all kinds of things going on in this series, following up from the Empire stuff. This one takes it in one of those bold new directions, new characters, new artists, all kinds of fun. Like I say, love Fantastic Four, always have, but this run is particularly good, like a lot of Marvel books are right now. So if you've never checked out some Fantastic Four, you've been holding out on some Fantastic Four, pick up number 25. If you've been reading the FF along with that Empire stuff, keep on reading. This issue was really a lot of fun. Iron Man number 2 with another awesome Alex Ross cover. Another book where the first issue was a whole lot of fun. Marvel's doing a lot of kind of back to basics with a new fun and exciting sort of spin on it. So like things like Amazing Spider-Man and Avengers and now Iron Man. It's a really good time for Marvel books. Been enjoying a lot of things that have been going on, like Iron Man, like Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 50 LR because Spider-Man loves to get weird with the numbering. There was number 850 and then number 50, and now this is number 50.LR for the Last Remains kind of thing. Sort of in-between issue for some of the main stuff that's going on. Always a good time to be a Spidey fan. Spider-Woman, speaking of wacky numbering, this is your legacy number 100. Another anniversary issue. Lots of different covers. Some of the best artists in comics slapped a cover on this one. Always like to show the A covers in the videos, but there's Scotty Young and Alex Ross and Art Germ, and all your favorites have a cover for this book. So make sure that one makes it into your stack. Give it a read and see why Spider-Woman is an awesome character right now. Daredevil number 23. Also has Spider-Man on the cover. Love me some Daredevil. Like Fantastic Four, this has been one of the best books Marvel does for a long, long time. Always talking up Daredevil, always talking up how much fun this one is. So if you haven't been taking my word for it, grab this latest Jump-In issue and you'll see why I'm always talking up Daredevil. Venom is a book that needs no help from me. It's already in everybody's box and everybody's stack. Everybody loves a good symbiote story. Guardians of the Galaxy. Your outer space Marvel book of the week. Maestro is your deep, dark, distant future book of the week. Love me some Maestro. Been really digging Immortal Hulk, and this is another one of the great incarnations of the character, going back to the old school Peter David stuff. Fun stuff there. Werewolf by Night, number 1. New title of a classic Marvel book, returning just in time for Halloween. Everybody loves Werewolf by Night. Side note, be on the lookout for Causey's Classics Live Friday the 30th, where we're going to be showing some old school classic Werewolves by Night. One of the great classic horror comics of comics. Conan the Barbarian and Star Wars Bounty Hunters rounds out your Marvel stuff with a couple books that show you that they do a whole lot more than the superhero stuff. Great to see Conan back in the Marvel Universe, and I've been loving everything that's been coming out of all this Star Wars stuff, and this Bounty Hunters is a particularly fun read, especially for the hardcore Star Wars fans. And what a week for the independent guys. I know this book is something everybody's excited about. This is Dune number 1 from Boom Studios. Everybody's excited about the new movie. Really cool that Boom got the license to it and is doing the comics. Boy, nothing, few sci-fi franchises quite as classic, quite as huge as Dune. You love the old movie, you're excited about the new movie, and now it's in comics. Like I say, I know everybody's been waiting for this one. Now it's out. There's that awesome Jay Lee cover. You know we love us some Jay Lee around here. Can't say enough about Dune. Can't say enough about Boom Studios. Make sure this one gets it into your stack this week. You Look Like Death is the Dark Horse book of the week. That's your Umbrella Academy story. I know everybody's into that since the streaming show. If you haven't checked out any of the comics, check out this new series or pick up the volume 1 to the first trade paperback. Skulldigger is your other Dark Horse book of the week. That comes out of all the Black Hammer stuff from Jeff Lemire. If you don't know much about Black Hammer, you're missing out on one of the coolest new franchises of comics. Pick up that first volume trade paperback or just jump into Skulldigger and you'll see what I'm talking about. Scumbag is your first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week. Always talking up those first issue Gotta Have It Image books of the week. And you gotta love a book about a scumbag. And you gotta love anything by Rick Remender. I love me some Rick Remender. Pick up anything that he does, so I'm really excited to read that one. Black Magic is my other Image book of the week because much like Rick Remender, I pick up anything from Greg Rucka. Greg Rucka is one of the top talents of comics, and this book has been really solid. The Mighty TMNT is your IDW book of the week. because nobody does the 80s like IDW. They've got your Turtles, your Transformers, your G.I. Joe, all that good stuff. Been a really, really great time for the Turtles. If you're a classic Turtles fan, you're just loving this title. If you're a new Turtles fan, you're loving this title. Go back to issue 100, catch up. If you're any kind of comics fan, any kind of action-adventure superhero fan, you'd really be enjoying the TMNT right now. Mars Attacks Red Sonja. Oh boy, there's so much to talk about this book. This is your Dynamite book of the week. Love me some Red Sonja. Love a lot of things Dynamite. They do a great job with Sonja and Vampirella, Deja Thoris, Mars Attacks. I love Mars Attacks. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is a great fusion of ridiculous and barbarian action. Been talking about what a great era of mashups it is. And, well, it just doesn't get any more ridiculous or any more awesome than Red Sonja meets Mars Attacks. Blade Runner 2019. My Titan book of the week. Have I mentioned that I really dig sci-fi? Rick and Morty, Go to Hell is your Oni Press book of the week. You guys can't get enough of anything Rick and Morty, so they keep giving you all the Rick and Morty you can handle. Madam Satan #1. It's my Archie book of the week. Can't go get any more Halloween than a book called Madam Satan. This spins out of your Chilling Adventures of Sabrina stuff. Been talking up everything Archie for years. Afterlife with Archie is one of the greatest trade paperbacks you'll ever read. If you don't know much about Archie's horror line, you're really, really missing out. And it's just some fantastic October reading. So pick up this one. Pick up the trade for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, for Afterlife with Archie, the Jughead one, Vampironica. All kinds of fun stuff coming out of Archie. And then there's all the A publishers. Miles to Go is your Aftershock book of the week. It's been talking up all kinds of things Aftershock. Devil's Highway is your AWA book of the week. Been talking up a lot of AWA, like Old Haunts and, oh boy, just all Resistance, all sorts of things that they've had coming out by some of the top talent in comics. And Dark Crystal is your Archaea book of the week. Archie, Aftershock, AWA, Archaea, all great things start with A. And Scooby-Doo is my All Ages book of the week. Been a little while since I could show an All Ages title, and it doesn't get more All Ages, more classic, or more Halloween than Scooby-Doo. Fun times there. Lots and lots of great stuff. So go to black-cat-comics.com, click on Shop, click on New This Week, take a look at all the books we talked about, click on Last Week and grab anything that you might have missed. And then don't forget to tune in Saturday for Comic Shop Talk Live as we all get together and talk about all the fun stuff that we're reading. That's all we got for you for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.